If you would have told me 3 years ago that 3 years from then I would be in a place where I'm recording videos, posting it online, I have a full community that trusts literally everything that I tell them because they have seen me actually implement the things that I tell them to do. And I am making so much money that I was able to fire my 9 to 5. Would I believe you? No. Not at all. Because although I know very much what God is capable of, the person that I was back then was too terrified to even show up in this space in this way. I was dealing with insecurities. I was just too afraid to fully show up and take up space and be authentic and use my voice. And so when I tell you I understand exactly how you feel, trust and believe I know exactly how you feel. I just could not go into that 9 to 5 every day, not having an exit plan or not knowing what else my life was going to be past that point. Sometimes when we have a good job, because let me tell you, I have been in healthcare for over 15 years. You guys probably know that already. And I worked literally around the corner from my house. I was not paid poorly in the sense of what people are paying nowadays. And to think that I am even making more money than I was at my job is insane to me, right? But I could not, I just couldn't fathom the thought of like, I have to be like, I'm going to have to do this another 20 years before I'm able to retire. And if it's not at this job, it's going to be at another job. And it doesn't matter what job we work at, we don't want to be there, right? It feels good to switch jobs in the beginning, but once you're there 3 months, it's like that high wears off and it's like you're back at square one, not wanting to be there because the future version of you is saying to you, girl, guy, what are you even doing? Why are you investing more time into finding other jobs and not taking that same time and that same energy to really get connected with the people that can help you get to where you are trying to go? So, that's what this video is going to be about. If you are new here, welcome. Go ahead and get comfortable because we are about to get into it, okay? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, we talk about all things how to get to your first sale, all things how to scale from your first sale to consistent sales, how to get you to a place where you are able to make the decision without being afraid of whether you want to stay at your 9 to 5 or you want to quit your 9 to 5. Let me tell you, I am never going to tell you to quit your 9 to 5 job because I'm not going to pay your bills. And so I don't think you should. I strongly encourage you not to trust anyone that tells you to quit your 9 to 5 for any reason if they're not paying your bills. Um, but what I will say is that multiple streams of income has completely changed my life. And I was able to walk away from my 9 to 5 with a smile on my face, excited because I actually got myself to a place where I was able to do it. And that feeling is quite literally like no other. So I know a lot of people they like what they do, they like their job. And so I just want you to get to a place where you can make the decision with a peace of mind of, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And if not, you can walk away from that space and that place and you can really invest your time and energy into creating the life that you truly desire. So, if you are one of my day ones and you are one of my OGs, thank you so much for coming back and checking me out and supporting my channel and continuously showing and pouring love into me. Now, let me tell you, if you continue to come back, I can only imagine it's because you're continuing to get value. And so I hope that you are not just watching these videos. I hope that you are actually putting the things that I talk about on my videos into action. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want you to imagine the life that you desire. Imagine the traveling, imagine the being debt free, imagine being able to spend time, more time with your family. Imagine not having to go in and clock into that job that you do not want to be at every single day. Okay. Imagine the life, imagine having the house, imagine having the car. I'm letting you know now that this is not just a reality for me. This is very much a reality for you. Okay. And that's the reason why I give you so much information in these videos, because I want you to go and implement them. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to be just like you, watching all of these YouTube videos, trying to get as much information as I could, and I found myself in a information consumption loop, right? It was just like information overload. You're getting all of this information from different places and trying to piece them together, and nothing is working. The reason why nothing is working is because what you are doing is an equivalent to trying to take puzzle pieces from different boxes and put them together to create a big picture. Those puzzle pieces are never going to fit, right? And so I have to be honest with you about that, because it was my reality, and I know more than likely it is your reality as well. So I want you to not focus so much on the digital products. Please, I don't want you to put so much energy and time and focus into creating this digital product. Then you don't make any money from it, and then you're frustrated because you're not making any money from it, and then you don't know what you're doing wrong, and then that starts to chip at your self-esteem because you tried so hard and you're still failing. Let me just say, I know that it feels like you're failing, but you don't fail until you quit. If you have not built a relationship with your target person, you should not have a Stan.store or a Beacons. Okay. And if you don't know what a Stan.store or a Beacons is, it's a point of sale platform where your customer will go to invest in the digital product that you created. You should not have a Stan.store, a Beacons, a Pensight, a Gumroad, a PayHip, any of those platforms, because it doesn't matter if you have the platform, it doesn't matter if you have the digital product. If you have not cultivated a community of people that know, like, and trust you, no one is going to buy from you. You're probably just going to get sales from friends and family. Okay. And that's not what you want. You want to prove the concept from actually getting sales from people that need what it is that you have. So I want you to stop focusing so much on one, making the sale, and two, the digital products. Because I know that the digital product that you created is a good product. I know it is. If you are on my channel, if you are watching this video, I know that your digital products, whether you created it or whether you invested in a already done for you digital product, I know it's a good product, right? Because I know you wouldn't put any trash out there to the people. But it's not the digital product that makes you the money. And it frustrates me to see all of these people talking about how to create a digital product, how to get on Canva, how to set up a Stan.store, how to do all of these things, but they're not telling you that once all of that stuff is done, there is still things that you need to know about how to get to your first sale and consistent sales. Things like buyer psychology, things like positioning, things like being able to cultivate a community of people that trust you, that know you, and that like you. I want you to think about how you make buying decisions. And I have said this in previous videos before. You don't buy from anybody that you don't trust. No one could ever come up to you on the side of the street and say, "Oh, I got this product, buy it from me because I think it's great." You would look at them like if they're crazy. Okay. Do you remember when people used to try to sell you CDs or try to sell you perfume or whatever it is? You would not invest, right? In fact, it would be annoying because you never even told that person that you wanted that. You don't know that person. You don't trust that person. And it just feels like a transaction. That is exactly what your content, or that is exactly what you were going to feel like to the person that is coming across your page or your content or whatever it is that you're putting out there. Okay. And you don't want anybody to feel like they are just a transaction to you. You want to be able to build a relationship. You are not serving your target person. Okay. The reason why I come on and I record these videos is because I want you to get to this place. I believe, not just believe, I know that you can get to this place, whatever that looks like, whatever this place looks like to you. For me, success was being able to walk away from my 9 to 5 confidently, being able to travel, spend more time, eat out as often as I want to, because your girl is gonna eat. Like, I love eating out, right? And just living life on my own terms. That's what success looks like for me, right? To be healthy, to be able to just live, right? Like right now, I am just sitting on my patio. I did a lot of just, I went to the outlet, I had some food. My life is very easy, right? And so I don't have to worry about going in and dealing with coworkers that are gossiping, or I don't have to worry about all the stuff that comes with a 9 to 5, right? And so whatever success looks like for you, it is very much possible for you. But I can't sugarcoat anything for you, because then I'm doing you a disservice, in fact, right? If I don't give you the real, I am crippling you and doing you a disservice, and you're not going to make the money. All right. So I want you to stop creating products, stop investing in done for you digital products. Just stop with the products for a second. Focus on serving your target person. Okay. And speaking to your target person in a way, there's a thing that's flying around here and it's driving me crazy. Speaking to your target person in a way where they know that you're not just there to make a sale, right? You are there because you truly wholeheartedly want to help them get to the solution, to the transformation, to solving the problem that they have. Let me just say that making $100,000 a year is not hard. I'm not going to put you guys too much in my business, but all you need to make is $274 a day, and that's your $100,000 a year. Okay. This is all strategy. No one is actually giving you the tools that is going to get you to the next level. Right. And so that's what I want to do in this video. I did all of this, all of the money that I've made it without any ads at all. This is organic marketing. You know how I managed to make the money that I've been making, to be able to confidently walk away from my job? Showing up as authentically as who I am. That's what did it. That's what got me to the next level. Understanding my target person's pain points, understanding that you want to make money in the online space, understanding that you want to have multiple streams of income, understanding that you are afraid to show your face on camera, understanding that you've probably already created the digital product or invested in a done for you digital product that you did not get to convert. Okay, understanding all of that and then speaking to you from a place of experience. I know how you feel because I've been there. Okay. And that's exactly what you want to do with your audience. You want to speak to them from a place of, I have been exactly where you are. Because why would anybody buy from me? Why would anybody buy from anybody if they don't trust that what it is that they have would actually get them the transformation that they want? People are not buying from you. People did not buy from me because they didn't know me, they didn't like me, and they didn't trust me. It wasn't until I started to show up authentically and really say, you know what, I am going to get out of my own way. I am going to conquer my fear, and I'm going to do this the right way. I'm not just going to try to get on here. And let me tell you, I used to say too, I'm not going to pay anybody anything. I'm not going to pay anybody for anything that I could just learn off of YouTube videos. I used to say that all the time, right? And if you stay with that mentality, I promise you, you will stay exactly where you are. I promise you, you would. Because if I stayed with that mentality, I would be exactly where I was. And I don't want that for you. You have to address the limiting beliefs. You have to address you feeling like you are not good enough. You have to address the fear. You have to address the insecurity. You have to address what's really going on underneath the surface before you're ever going to start to make money. I'm telling you, one of the reasons why I did not want to get in front of the camera was because I was very insecure. I did not think anybody was going to listen to anything that I had to say. Right? I didn't think, I'm like, who even, what am I even going to talk about? What am I going to say? I don't even like speaking in public. I don't belong in front of the camera. These are all things that I used to tell myself. And I'm here to tell you that those things are literally designed to keep you exactly where you are. Those thoughts, they have a job to do. And right now, you are allowing those limiting beliefs, those thoughts to win. Had I not said, you know what, I am going to do this thing afraid. I am going to take the chance and invest in the mentorship. I am going to apply the things that this man is saying. Why? Because he has to know more than I do, and he has to be doing something right if he's gotten to $1 million and I can't figure out how to make one sale, right? And so I was either going to prove the concept right or I was going to prove the concept wrong, one or the other. But what I had to realize is that I couldn't want to keep doing things my way, because that version of me is what got me to that place, right? That version of me was not going to get me here. I had to literally challenge all of my beliefs, challenge the person that I was, and literally become a completely different person. And I had to show up even though I was afraid. I had to invest even though I was afraid, right? So these are things that I'm not telling you, even if you don't join my community, right? Make sure that you connect with someone that is going to hold your hand through the process, that is going to make sure that you understand not just the what, but the how and the why. Otherwise, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to feel like you are not good enough, because that's what ends up happening. You start feeling like, I'm not good enough for this because you're not making any sales. I'm not good enough for this. I put the digital product, I did everything that they said to do on the videos, and it's still not working out for me. Well, it's not because you're not good enough. It's because you don't feel like the future that you want, the life that you desire is worth the investment, right? And it's not, sometimes it's not just a time investment. Sometimes it also is a financial investment. It took me literally 3.5 years to get to this place, right? And when I say 3.5 years, I'm speaking from when I first created my digital product to the point where I was like, you know what, I am going to invest in me. I'm going to start showing up for me. I'm going to start doing the things that I say that I want to do, and I'm going to take it seriously. Let me tell you something. Why do you think investors make so much money? Not because they are afraid to invest. They make so much money because all they do is invest, right? Investors make hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Why? Because they are investing. That is not just a financial investment that you are investing in yourself. That's not all it is. It's quite literally energy. It's you saying, I trust that any money that I put out is circulating. I'm not spending money, I am circulating money. So the money that I put out is going to come back to me tenfold. The reason why I don't even trip when the kids call me and ask me for something, or I got to pay something, or a bill comes, is because I know that the money that I'm putting out is circulating. I'm not just spending money from the place of just spending money. I know that I am going to get that back, and I'm going to get it back tenfold. All you need to do is get to your first sale, right? When you make your first sale, that is what is called proof of concept, right? If somebody purchased it once, there are thousands, millions of people out there that will be willing to invest, right? So if you have made your first sale, it's just a matter of rinsing and repeating. What did you do right? Okay. Whatever you did that got you to that first sale, duplicate that, try to replicate that, right? Because all strategy is figuring out what works and then continuously doing the thing that works. When I made my first sale, I was like, okay, what did I do to make this first sale? And from that point on, I just kept doing that. I rinsed and repeated that cycle, right? And so figure out what it is that you are doing that's working, and then rinse and repeat that. Do that over and over and over again. Also, figure out what it is that you are doing that's not working and stop doing that immediately, because it's just wasting your time. So that's it for me, guys. I hope that you found this video helpful. Don't watch this video and just use it as motivation. Don't watch this video and just click out of here and go watch another video. Start implementing the things that you are learning. Start doing the things that you say that you're going to do. How bad do you really want the life that you say that you want? If you are interested, all of the resources to join us on the inside of the community is at the link in my description box. If you use the code INCOME, you can get $100 off of lifetime mentorship. But even if you decide that you want to do this on your own and you want to spend another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I don't know how long it's going to take you. I only knew how long it took me. I want you to continue on the path. Do not give up, because eventually you are going to get to a place where you're able to say, I did it. So that's it, guys. I love you. I hope to see you inside of the community. But if I don't, I will most certainly see you on the next video. Bye, guys.